everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to learn DAX function in Power BI. So we all know what a DAX is. So it is a data analysis expression which is mostly used for creating meaningful data from those data set. So let's just quickly start and go to ChatGPT and ask this question like what is DAX function in Power BI? Okay, let's see what it says. So as you can see, data analysis expression is a formula language used for creating calculated columns and measures in Power BI. So it is used to perform calculated columns and measures, and it is used to manipulate data and create advanced calculation for reports and dashboard. Okay, so it has different types of uses like time and date maintenance, also mathematical functions, statistical function, logical operations also. Okay, also you can do text functions like concatenate, left, right, and all those things. Okay, so we are going to see all this in this chapter, and let's go to our channel. So if you have not subscribed, I request you to please subscribe because it supports us to upload such tutorials. Okay, so we have this sample data that I am going to use for the reference. So let's start, and as you see, this is my Power BI desktop. So if you have not installed Power BI desktop, you can install it from Microsoft Store. So let's start, and as we know that that Power BI supports huge data sets. You can use different types of sources for data, but here we are going to use Excel sheet as our reference. So we just click on Get Data to get the data. So when you click on this, you get a lot of options to get the data from these, and so for the time being I am going to use Excel sheet for my reference. Okay, so let's just go to one second. So I'm just going to drag this. Why it is taking my time? Okay, so let's just click on import data from Excel. Okay, and I'm going to use this employee sample data that I have. Okay, so I'll just open this and load this into our Power BI desktop, and then let's see. So it may take some time before I load the data. Okay, so yeah, so once it loads here, as you can see, we have this table which is shown here. It shows a preview. So you have two options. One is you can directly load this data, or you can transform here itself. But if you click on transform, it will take you to Power Query Editor. So for the time being, I'm just loading it directly, and not going to Power Query Editor. Okay. So we are going to load the data, and then we are going to see what are the functions that we can use as a DAX function to convert your data into useful requirements. Okay, so let it load. It may take some time. So before that, I'm just showing you like the DAX function that we have supports all these kind of operations like time and date, statistical, logical, and then mathematical, text, information, and then all these things. Okay, so yeah, so it is taking some time. It's loading the data to Power BI desktop. Yeah, there are 1,000 rows which has been loaded. Okay, so you can see here that employee sample data has been loaded. So you see all the columns are being shown here. And if you go to, so I'm not going to talk about the charts and graphs, the visualizations today. So you just go to the data. So this is the report view where you can create charts and graphs. You go to that latter. So you just go to table view. So here you can see your raw data. Okay. So based on the data size, it may take time to load. Okay. So as you can see here, we have the data. But we can change the data as per our requirement. Okay, so you can either do it in Power Query Editor, or you can do it into your table view or the data view. So what you can do is, for example, let's go to hire date. If you go here, you can see you just select this, you will get the column tools that you have. Okay, you have table tools which you can do, you have column tools also. If you select the column, you will get the column tools here. Okay, so so basically what we are going to do is, let's say if once you select the hire date, so if we want to change the format of this, so if you just click on format, you can change this, and so it just shows that it is in text format only. Just selecting this. Okay, so if you just select this, and then okay, so this is just showing as text only. Okay, so I believe I have loaded the wrong table. Let me just go back and load another file. I think this is not the one. So Excel connect. Okay, so we have this employee table that I am going to use. Okay, options to choose the table, right? Like which table you want to go with. So there are two tables at this moment. So I'm not going to take both the tables. So I'm just selecting one table here, and as I said, you can either do transform data or load data. So I'm just not going to transform, because if I click on transform, it will open Power Query Editor. Okay, and there also you can convert your data into meaningful requirements. I just click on load. So it will load the data into Power BI, because this was my previous table, and now I have loaded this table. So now we go to we select this table, and when we select the table view, we get this data which has all these columns are here. So if you select the hire date, you can see we will get this column tools which will be highlighted. Okay, so as you can see, the date is in this format. So if we want, we can change it to a different format. So if you go to date formats, I'm going to convert it to DDMMYYYY. This will give me a different presentation of the date. Okay, date is being converted to a different format. Okay, so this is the way this is the way I want it to look like. Okay, so from here what all we can do, right? So we can, as I said, we can convert the data format as per our requirement. We can also change the currency. So for example, if we have a value which is currency, so you can select the currency of that and change, for example, annual salary, right? So if you select this, and you can convert it into a different currency. For example, if I select this and select currency, then it will allow you to select it into a different currency. For example, it is set to auto here, to a rupees or to a dollar, based on like, okay, so see here, now it is set to auto. So if you see here, it is set to dollar, so it is showing the value in dollar, right? So according to that you can change. So I'm still waiting, it says working on it. You can go here and change the currency to whatever you want. So for example, I am just converting it to euro. Okay, and let's see what happens. So as to euro, and this one you see here is the decimal position. So currently it's set to 0 or auto, that means there are no decimal position. So if you set to 1 or 2, you will get those many decimal positions. So if you want to, again, if you increase by one more, it will become 2 decimal position, and likewise, like as per your choice. Okay, so let's go ahead and work on the date and time today. So many options are there. So you can click new measure, you can click new column. So this time we are just going to click on new column, and then this will allow you to create new column based on your existing columns, right? So when I click on new column, it will just go ahead and create a new column, and then we are going to we are going to write DAX function to create that calculated column. There's no data and no header, so the table name, then it will allow you to select the column name that you want to extract it from. So let's say I want to take the hire date, and from hire date I want to choose the year. Okay, so it will allow you to take the year. So if you just press enter, now it will create the year column from your hire date, so only the year will be taken. So for example, if you want to create charts and graphs where you only want to show the year and not the whole date, so you can use this year column, right? Similarly, let's go ahead and create one more column from this. So we just select the column and right click and select the new column, and then we are going to create another column. Yeah, see here, yeah, this is my second column. So let's just extract the month. So similarly, we are going to extract the month. So it will be the same. So table employee, you have to select the table name, then the column name. So we are going to use the hire date. So from that, I'm going to take the month. Okay. So this will just extract the month. So once you enter the dash function, you just have to press enter. That will bring up your new column. Okay, so likewise we go ahead and create one more column. Just okay, just right click on this and click new column, and then we are going to write the dash function. We are going to write one more column. So we just say weekday is equal to, now what we are going to do, we are going to use the same table and the hire date. From hire date we are going to take the day, and then this will give you the day number, right, from 1 to 31. So from that we are going to use the weekday function that will convert your date into a weekday number. So see here, the one gives you the option to if you select 1, so this will just it will return Sunday as 1 and Saturday as 7. So if you just select 2, then what will happen, it will make Monday as 1. So Monday is your beginning of the week. Okay, we'll do it like that. So if I just press enter now, it will give me the weekday from 1 to 7. Right, so weekday is a function, like I'm just going to write here. So weekday, what it will do, weekday will take your date and then it will convert it to a weekday from 1 to 7 based on your whatever you give. So 1 will make your Sunday as your first day, okay, first day, and if you select 2, then it will make your Monday as your first day of the week, right? So this is the way you can convert your okay, so now we have converted weekday, we got the weekday from here. Fine, we again create one more column. Now what we are going to do is we are going to determine whether it is a weekend or it's a weekday. So for example, we want to extract the data like whether the hiring is happening on weekend or weekday, right? So we just write one more column with a weekday, weekend. It will be the title or the header of the column. So we are going to determine whether it's a weekend or a weekday. So again we are going to use, now we will use the extracted column or the calculated column this time. So we have this weekday, right? So from this so we are going to now use if this weekday is 6, because 6 will be Saturday, and or what, like our table, and from that we are going to use weekday is equal to 7 if it is a 6 or 7, and of course it will be a weekend, so that when we get a weekend. So see, the format of if and else is that you have to first option is the logical test, the second option will be the true condition, and the third option will be the false condition, which is an optional statement. So now if it is 6 or 7, we write as weekend, and if it is not 6 or 7, we write as weekday. So that way we can create our new column which will bring up whether it is a weekend or a weekday, right? So see, now this is the way we are extracting meaningful information from the higher date, right? So if we want to create a chart or graph, we can just use this weekday or weekend column, and we can get to know, okay, whether it is a weekend or a weekday, and we cannot find that just from the higher date. Okay, we again click on this, we go and click on new column, and we are going to now find out whether we got to know whether it's a weekend or a weekday, but we don't know whether it is a Sunday or a Monday or a Tuesday, right? So let's just do that also. Okay, now this is the important one. Okay, so now we're just trying to find out whether it is we are trying to find out the weekday name. Now this is going to be interesting. Okay, so we are going to determine whether it is a Sunday or Monday or a Tuesday. Okay, so for that again we are going to use this if function. So this is going to be a tricky one and the big one, so you just have to be careful here. So we use this table employee, and then from this we are going to use this weekday. Okay, weekday. So if this one, okay, so we have this weekday weekend, so we'll use that one. So weekday weekend. So if it is a weekday or weekend, from that what we are going to do, if it is a 6, okay, if it is a weekend, let's just go ahead and let's do. If it is a weekend, then what will happen? We'll do it step by step. So if it is a weekend, then what will happen? Okay, so then if it is a weekend, then of course it will be either Saturday or a Sunday, right? So if it is a weekend, then what will we do? Then we are going to write another if here. So now at this point, if you want to write a shift, if you want to bring up a new line, you cannot just press enter. You have to press shift enter. Okay. So from this place, if you want to bring up a new line, you just have to press the shift enter. So now we wrote the logical test. We are going to write the second option, which is the true condition. So again we are going to write another if statement here. So now we are in the weekend, right? So now if this table employee, if this weekday is equal to 6, okay, if it is 6, then what will we do? We'll say it is a Saturday, because if it is a 6, it will be a Saturday, correct? Just once again, this will be a Saturday. So if it is a 7, then what will be? It will be a Sunday. So the else statement will be a Sunday. So yeah, so this is my Sunday. Okay, so now for now, if we just run this much, so what we have done, we have run if statement, the logical test, and then the true condition. We have not written the else condition, right? So yeah, so if we just click on enter here, just press enter here, so what will happen? Just see. Okay, see here, the weekday name has been created. The column name needs some correction here. There should not be R. So you see here, the Sunday and the Saturday is being populated correctly, but then weekdays are not getting populated. Okay, we'll do it one by one. Okay, so now we wrote the true condition. Now let's go ahead and write the else condition. So just give a comma here and just press shift enter to bring up a new line. At this point, what we are going to do, so now we are going to use the switch. So this is going to be, because now if it is 1, then we want it will be Monday. If it is 2, it will be Tuesday. If it is 3, it will be Wednesday. So likewise, so we cannot use a lot of if, so we'll use switch, which is the case statement. So switch, and then we can use the expression. So expression is what? So our the higher day, right? So higher day expression is our, so this is our employee table, and from this we will take weekday. So if it is a weekday number, so if it is, this is the expression. So if it is 1, then what we want to show, we want to say it is Monday, correct? Okay, likewise press shift enter. If it is 2, then what we want to print, we'll say it is Tuesday. Okay, if it is 3, so as I said, I just press enter, so that's not going to help. If you want to bring up a new line, you have to press shift enter. So if I press enter, you see I'm getting some error. Fine, so let's go ahead and just correct it. Okay, so we'll say shift enter, we'll say 3, then what it will be? It will be Wednesday. Okay, if it is 4, then it will be Thursday. If it is, again I pressed enter, it is going to throw error. So we are habituated to press enter. Yeah. So again it is throwing some error. Fine. So we'll just complete the last one, the 5. Okay. So just press shift enter, then say 5, comma. So if it is 5, the weekday number is 5, then we'll say it is Friday. Correct? And then our statement is complete. Okay. So yeah. So now if we just press enter and see, let's see if it is throwing any error or not. Okay, so I think there is some problem with the syntax. We'll just check it out. So this is my if, this is my outer loop. Okay, so then we got this, then this is our first statement, the first logical test. Then we have switch. So switch will be closed here. Okay, so we don't have a comma here. That was the problem. So now if I press enter and see what is happening. Okay, now we don't have any error and your column has been created. If you see here, the weekday name has been created and it is clearly showing you the Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, whatever it is. So based on our hire date, we created the day name. Okay, so this is our parent column, or you can say the origin column. From that we extracted year, we extracted month, we extracted weekday number, then whether it was a weekend or weekday, and then we got the weekday name. So this is how you can create meaningful information, so and transform your data as per your requirement. Okay, so in this tutorial I'm not going to create any charts or graphs. I was just trying to show you how you can transform your data into meaningful requirements or columns or calculated columns, okay, using the DAX function. So this is your DAX query which has been written here. So remember, if you want to go to a new line, you have to press shift enter. Okay, so that's what we learned today, and if you think this is useful, please share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe.